Awesome. So we are doing another episode of Coffee with a Creative, this time in a pretty random location with a bin full of metal parts and an anvil next to me. And we're here with Ellen Sayers. Actually, before we kicked off, I asked you, Ellen, what do you do? How do you explain it? And you told me you haven't quite figured that out yet. So I'll let you try and take it from there.
So I'm a metal fabricator for myself, and I do custom jobs for people. And then I also work with a team of people on large-scale public art sculptures. If I was to refer to an industry, it's kind of like I'm the hairdresser and people come to me with what they want with their hair, and then I'm just here to facilitate that. So it's a straight cut, shaved head, I'm here for you.
Jumping straight in, speaking about the large-scale public art sculptures, just outside of this room, and we might hear a little bit of noise coming from that as well, there's a very big claw, and I mean like massive, just things like 20 foot. Yeah. Tell us a bit about what you're working on at the moment.
It's a collaborative artwork between Jeff Neal and Vicky Cousins, where we're building two large-scale emu feet, about 6 meters wide, 8 meters long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually make something that's creative and is artistic and you've had a passion about for years now, to make that your full-time job is a dream for a lot of people in a lot of ways. Is there anything you would recommend or any advice you would give to somebody who wants to basically make their art their day-to-day and not just a thing that they can do on the side?
It does take a lot of determination for sure, and you just have to kind of keep working at it. Before I got into this whole industry, like up until I was in my 20s, was hospo jobs and things like that. So I was working hospo on weekends whilst going to uni and things like that. So as long as you got your income, but then also just keep working outside, and it is outside of hours, it is weekends and things like that. You just have to kind of keep peddling those things until something cracks, and then you break that mold. You can shift that focus over.
Spoken like a true fabricator there, with cracking and breaking the mold.
It's all the things that I think about,
So you've talked about everything you do really does take in that mix of creativity and functionality, utility as well, which is really what we're about when we make stuff as well. So coming at it from that clothing angle, is there anything that you wear that puts you into that space, that when you get up in the morning and you've got your flame-covered welding mask, which I'm obsessed with. I want one and I have no need to have one. But is there anything that you throw on each day and you're like, this puts me into that zone, into that headspace?
Definitely a pair of hardy boots and 100% cotton clothing. With welding, if you're wearing any kind of polyester or unnatural fibers, it can ignite. This thing has tiny little holes in it, and that's all I get from it. Yeah. So that's what I have to keep in mind. But utility clothing, worker clothing, that's really what gets me in the headspace.
We know that you've got this installation coming up, which I'm really excited to see now. It's so cool to see it in here, and then we'll get to go and have a look at that in person as well. But is there anything else you're working on? Anything else that you want people to check out that you've been doing, or where can people go and find out more about your work as well?
Definitely the gram is the best way to follow a lot of stuff that I do. But yeah, my things kind of end up all over the place. I had a piece at M Pavilion, but that was only for a short period of time, and that was just a week or two installation. I've got to work supporting Kate Considine's art in Sarah Scout. For the next month also will be the Emu Feet. I'm just peddling that now.
Yeah, just like Emu Feet on the brain.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what else is in there?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, as always in the blog that goes out with this, we'll put a link to the gram as well, and we'll include some photos from today and of the Emu Feet and everything like that as well. But yeah, we're gonna have a look around and watch it in action. So thanks for the chat.
No worries.